Hey everybody, this is Amanda Davis coming back to you with Business Solutions by Design. We are your accounting ally. Coming to talk to you this week about our weekly topic for our weekly blog and our YouTube channel. And this week we're talking about, it's February, we just had Valentine's Day, so kind of the heart of your business is our monthly theme. And we thought, what a better month than to go ahead and talk about some of the ways that we serve our community and give back and be just a tad bit charitable. Now, we do actually serve the nonprofit community, so I thought we'd start out with talking about some of our amazing clients. So the client that's been with us the longest, they've been beautiful to work with, just love their mission. They're great. They're called Saving Innocence. They're based out of Los Angeles, California, and they help victims of human trafficking. Now, you think of the term human trafficking and you're thinking, well, that's not here. That's, in another country, poverty, whatever you might consider a third world. But it very well is actually a problem in America. Actually, in the news this morning in New Mexico, I actually saw a story based on young girls who had been sold into human trafficking. So it's very much a problem here and in the United States. So Saving Innocence works very hard to help those victims move on with their life and hopefully get some semblance of justice. So they do a fabulous job doing their mission and running their programs, and we just have had the best time serving and working with them and making their mission come to life. So it's been wonderful. We also work with Galloping Grace Youth Ranch, and they're a great organization. If your kids need something to do, they have camps and they have junior leagues and they have all kinds of stuff. But basically what they do is they teach young adults and kids where food comes from and how to live sustainably. So there's animals, there's plants, there's, gardens, all this stuff that they can do. And another thing that they kind of end up doing on top of teaching these kids about these very valuable life lessons, they also work within our community to eliminate waste. So they actually work with food banks where there might be food that is no longer fit for human consumption and would otherwise be thrown out. Well, those little chickens over there, or the hogs, or whatever animals they have so many, it's hard to name them all. They've got like a zoo over there. But those animals would find that food very tasty and yummy. So they do a lot of work in the recycling and keeping stuff out of our waste that would otherwise end up there, and teaching our youth about wonderful life lessons. So Galloping Grace Youth Ranch, they're wonderful. They're here in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. If your kids need something to do this summer, look them up. We also work with People Works New Mexico. They're a wonderful organization as well. I just can't say enough about these guys. They do so much work with therapy. So you think of therapy and, some people might consider it to have some sort of, feeling behind the word, like, something's wrong with you, or why do you have to do that? And in all honesty, I've known many people, professionals, seemingly highly functioning individuals, and they go to therapy. So therapy is actually quite important. Everybody needs somebody to talk to, and not everybody has the ability to pay for it. So People Works New Mexico actually is a nonprofit that offers these type of therapy services, and in many cases they offer it to seniors. So that's a wonderful thing that they do, and they are working against the grind every single day. Every charity is having a little bit harder time gaining money with the way the government has been eliminating charitable funds to social causes. So, and many times those causes, the very first thing on the list is anything to do with mental health. And that is a crying shame, because it is such an important part of what we need to be focusing on in society. So People Works New Mexico, they do wonderful work in the therapy sector. And then we have also brought on Fathers Building Futures. They are another outstanding organization. They are poised to be kind of pivoting into something a lot greater than what they are now, and it's very exciting for them. But their mission really is to help young men who have been convicted of a crime and is out on probation, needs work, and is trying to do the right thing for themselves and their family, build a future. So it's right in the name, folks, Fathers Building Futures. So they hire those gentlemen who have been incarcerated, who have served their time, and who want to do the right thing. And so those young men get to have work, get to learn a skill, and get to hopefully move into a productive life. So Fathers Building Futures does a really good job of that. They have a lot of different ways that they help these guys and a lot of different jobs they have them do. So go check out Fathers Building Futures, see if there's any way you can work with them. They're wonderful. Now, those are our nonprofit clients at the moment, but we also actually, personally, I have 2 organizations that I work with year round, and we all know that I'm the weird dog lady, love my dogs. I always have my 3, and then whoever I'm fostering. So at the moment is Sadie, my older dog, Sammy, my middle dog, and Bryce, my youngest. And we also have a house guest. His name is Russell, and he's our little foster. He has some very serious medical conditions, so we're actually trying to get our heads around what that looks like, what the cost is, and hopefully get him a forever home and have him lead a wonderful life. So with the Watermelon Mountain Ranch, I actually do my foster work. So I'm always fostering somebody overnight. People ask me, they're like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I'm sorry. I just, I adore working with these dogs and spending time bringing these animals into my house. There's been some challenges, I won't lie. Actually, Bryce, my youngest, is a foster I had and decided, he decided he lived here, and then I agreed with him because he was right. So he's a foster fail or a foster success, whatever term you want to use. So that's how I ended up with 3. I wasn't deciding to live with a pack of dogs, but now I have one. And that's great because the more dogs I bring through the door, the better my dogs get. And it's just been a fulfilling experience. So I encourage more people to foster because that gives these shelters and these nonprofit organizations, these animal organizations, to save more animals. If they don't have to put them in kennels and deal with capacity issues, and then the fosters can actually go into a home where after a few days, up to a week maybe, depending upon the dog's issues, but typically within a week, that dog is looking, acting, and feeling like a family pet as opposed to a scared animal shelter. Which one do you think is going to do better at an adopt-a-thon? Of course, the cute little happy, well-adjusted family pet. So that's one of the many ways fostering saves lives, and you can do it from overnight, or you can do it long term. You can do it for a specific breed. You can do it for cats and dogs. You can do it for all kinds of animals. So I'm a big proponent of fostering. I've really enjoyed it. It's been very fulfilling. And lastly, I do work with the American Cancer Society. Many people have, somebody who has been impacted, it's in your family, or you have been diagnosed with some sort of cancer. Specifically, I work on the breast cancer committee to help them raise awareness, raise funds, put on the walk in October. The walk is so much fun. So, and the ladies are super great. And so we try to do our best for the Cancer Society, help them any way we can. So those are the ways that we try to give back. Every little bit helps. Whatever you can do, wherever it fits your schedule, you can make it work. So think about ways, think about charities, think about something that you can do for your community and to give back. We're looking forward to hearing about all the different ways you're giving back, and we will keep you posted on our progress. So hope you have a wonderful day. We'll come back to you next week with our topic. Amanda Davis signing off with Business Solutions by Design. We are your accounting ally. See you next week.